What is up guys, Sloth here and welcome to another TH9 Triples episode where we are showcasing to you some amazing 3-star attack strategies. Going to be starting out today with the Pekka Walk strategy supplemented with baby dragons. I really enjoy watching that attack. Then we'll move on to a GoBoLaLoon, then a straight up LaLoon, no bowlers, and then we will finally finish off with a HGHB attack strategy, which is still very viable at the present. Just to make sure you stay up to date with all of my latest videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But starting out on this first attack, we're going to use the baby dragons to create a little bit of a funnel. So they're used on the left and the right side up in the northern area of the map here, and that's just going to ensure that our Pekkas will break into the base and move down this western side. You can see that there's no walls whatsoever on that side, so they should move swiftly across that compartment. The idea is that with the healers, they will have enough damage and tankage to be able to get through the entire base. Now, often you can take more baby dragons than this and use them across the edges of the map just to keep the Pekkas inside the base itself. But in this one, we are opting to take the bowlers in the clan castle. That's going to hopefully mean that they can shoot over into that central compartment where the town hall is. You can see that even straight away that becomes useful with that Tesla popping up just north of the town hall. Clan castle troops come out and a poison spell is used to help take them down, and then the rage spell will help to push the Pekkas forward. You can see just how much damage and how quickly they take down these structures when they are under rage. Now, one great thing is that normally the queen will stay behind the Pekka and just pick off the buildings inside the compartments. Both of the Expos actually locked onto her, and she is going to take massive amounts of damage early on. The ability is already being used. You can see the baby dragons on the edge of the base here just taking out all of the structures and meaning that the Pekkas can go through the base itself and not be tempted to break out as this bowler is over on the western side of the base and try and take any of the structures on the outside. Ideally, we want them in the middle of the base taking out the defenses. So the rage spells are used mostly really to give that damage boost and help the Pekkas take down the defenses quickly, keep them ahead of the queen as well, and also it means that the healers are doing a better job in keeping them alive. Towards the end of the raid, as the healers had fallen, that heal spell was really useful just to boost everyone's health, including the queen, who you'll see has more than half health now. She is able to take down that Expo. The Pekkas rush to break through this wall to the final defense in that of the mortar, but the baby dragon comes across. They are both going to get the final hits in on this base, take it down for the 3 stars, and I love this attack strategy. Some of the guys over at Red Elite have been having amazing success with it, so you guys really should try it. But moving on to the next one, we have a GoBoLaLoon attack. Now, I did have a guide on this not too long ago, so I'll link it in the top right of this video right now. But basically, we're starting out on this one. We have 3 air defense, which I've just pointed out. So we're taking quite a few golems, 3 of them in fact, to really get deep into the base, take all of them out, including the clan castle troops, and also the enemy queen will even come across and get taken out before the LaLoon portion is begun. That means that we will only have 1 air defense at the back end of the base in order to worry about for the LaLoon, but you will notice that it means that the deployment is altered very slightly because the lava hounds will rush to the air defense and not necessarily tank all of the defenses. So it's all been going on. We've had the rage spells and the heal spells really to push the bowlers and the heroes through, take them air defense down. The clan castle troops, which included a lot of goblins in there as well, have already gone down. The queen is just about in range of the enemy queen. There she becomes initiated. Our queen's ability gets used, and once the enemy queen goes down, you can see the air defense sitting here. So we're bringing the lava hound in from the south. That means that we can quickly take out this wizard tower. A couple of cannons obviously aren't anything to worry about, just whilst they're out of range of that air defense, and then we're slowly sprinkling the lava hounds into each of the defenses around the side. Haste spells obviously very useful to push the balloons forward, and then we have a couple of Teslas and some archer towers up at the top here, which a rage spell will be used to push the balloons right over the top of them, and then we only have to worry about the cannons. But you will see that we have a couple of cleanup troops as well, which will be very useful in cleaning out the outside structures. So a lot of the spells were used to really take advantage of the fact that them 3 air defense were cut to that side of the base alongside the enemy CC, and since we took 3 golems we were able to get deep enough to take a lot of the defences but also the enemy archer queen. Once the defences are down, the cleanup troops has been spread around the map, which included archers, minions, goblins, wizards, but also a couple of balloons. Now it's always wise to hold on to a balloon or two just for them back end wizard towers or trailing defences, but also they can be very useful in cleanup. If you have high hit point storages, you don't necessarily want all your balloons clumped up, you can just trail a couple in order to take them down quickly. So another brilliant 3-star attack. Moving on to the next one, we're going into a Penta LaLoon. So a lot of people ask for strategies that don't involve ballers in the clan castle. This one takes a 5th Lava Hound. Now it works really well because the enemy heroes are both pushed to the western side of the base, trying to encourage the attacker to come in heavy towards the town hall, and can also be useful in defending against a queen walk. But it does mean that as long as we don't expect too much else out of this area, we can sacrifice our own heroes in order to take them down, and then it means that the Lavaloon portion will be a lot easier. So we're basically cutting in a couple of lava hounds towards the first air defense just to start with. In order to provide enough tankage, bring in a lot of haste spells, we have stacks of them in this attack to really push the balloons forward, and then it's just a case of moving around the base, bringing in lava hounds to each air defense with them balloons behind to take the other defenses out. And you will see that with so many haste spells in order to push the balloons forward, they all then converge in the middle, and you'll be surprised at how quickly these defenses are taken out. Because we have 5 lava hounds, we're able to just move around the base, bringing in the lava hounds at each air defense without worrying too much about following the lava hounds in that clockwise fashion. We can just bring another lava hound into the next air defense. Obviously the bases you're attacking do have to be chosen wisely in order to ensure that the lava hounds can sit on the air defense and tank long enough for the balloons to take out the other defenses, but I was surprised myself at how well this worked. You can see just how many balloons are left over, a baby dragon there sneaking in to help with cleanup alongside all of them lava pups from the 5 lava hounds in this attack, and it's just a case of waiting for the rest of these troops to clean up for the 3 stars. So on this base it was very heavy with defences over on the western side. Because we had a couple of lava hounds able to come in and enough balloons to take all of them out, it was then quite simple to bring lava hounds into the remaining air defence and take the rest of the defences out. Moving on to the final attack of this video. Yes, it is a ground attack, the HGHB attack strategy. It is still very viable, bringing in the giants first alongside the healers. No need to bring wall breakers because the healers will keep them giants up, and it gives you enough time as they're breaking through the initial wall for you to bring the wizards in and set that funnel. Once it is created and you can be assured that the ballers will move into the base, feel free to put them in. We hold off on them on this attack a little bit just to ensure that they will go directly into the base, but as the clan castle troops come out, the poison spell is used alongside the rage spell to really help get them down, push the giants forward into the base and really just give us a good head start. The giants are used not only to take the defences down, but provide huge amounts of tankage too. They're basically doing the same thing as a golem here. The healers are going to swap between the ballers and the giants, but that's absolutely fine because that is part of the attack. We're using the giants to take down the defences and provide tankage for the ballers to do that damage as well. So it's absolutely fine on whatever one they're healing. They'll switch back and forth between it, but once you've broke the core of the base, you can then bring the hog riders in around the outside. So you'll see that we brought them in mainly within one pack so we can utilise them in the heal spells in this one, right across the western side down to the south, but they're not actually going to enter the core. Now they naturally will hit some giant bombs along the way, but with the HGHB you tend to take 2 heal spells to help them get through that. So we're going to use them in the areas where there's gaps, just where there might be possible giant bombs, pre-healing them spots, and then they're slowly going to move around and take out the defenses. They're actually going to finish up on a bomb tower. Now that's something that you want to try and avoid if possible, but it's not always viable. So you can bring them in as a surgical approach or in one fashion as we did in this one. The giants are still in the core of the base. Lots of them survived, but we still have the heroes at full health, the bowlers and a couple of cleanup troops in order to finish off this base, so it got absolutely wrecked. You'll notice there is a sneaky Tesla in the corner trying to make us run out of time. The healers swap across to the Hog Riders, maybe that's a new attack strategy, Hogs and healers, but that will wrap it up for this Town Hall 9 Triples episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been your host Juno Sloth, make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.